Live from the Rock Ridge Broadcasting Room at Rock Ridge High School, this is Rock Ridge Rundown.
Good afternoon, I'm Hollis, this is Will, and this is your Rock Ridge Rundown. Rock Ridge Rundown is your weekly news broadcast put together by the Journalism 1 and 2 classes. We will broadcast live every Friday at 1:55 p.m. Today is Friday, February 28th, and we hope your day is going well. We have several stories to get into this afternoon, so let's get right into it.
The Rock Ridge esports team has made it to state, with members of the Mario Kart team advancing forwards to the state stage. The duo that makes up the team, Jonathan Crane and Cameron Vandelay, are scheduled to play their next game as early as the 1st of March, and both members express excitement at the opportunity to compete. Jonathan encourages his fellow peers to join Rock Ridge esports, saying you don't really have to be all that good at video games to join, and when asked how students interested in Rock Ridge esports could join, he adds, anyone who wants to join can, we're all just having fun. The esports team offers a wide variety of additional games with space for their teams to grow further. Members of esports hope to continue moving forward with dreams to compete in even more state tournaments in the future with even more games.
Today is National Tooth Fairy Day. Modern interpretations of the Tooth Fairy date all the way back to 1927, when Esther Watkins Arnold wrote the playlet titled The Tooth Fairy. Around the same time the play was coming out, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle published a picture of two girls surrounded by fairies to prove they were real, which marks the beginning of the Tooth Fairy leaving money under your pillow. The average pay for a lost tooth is $3, sometimes more if the Tooth Fairy doesn't have change. Some things to do during National Tooth Fairy Day are to see a dentist, ask your parents if they have any of your teeth, or you can volunteer or give to dental organizations who help people who cannot afford dental.
Class registration recently happened here at Rock Ridge High School. Journalism student Jack Hughes interviewed juniors Cameron Engman and Michael Kibbe on what classes they signed up for and are looking forward to next year. Cam claimed, I signed up for college algebra with Mr. Kowalski because he's a cool guy, and lots of shop classes because they are also cool guys, while Michael told us, I signed up for microbiology and physics because I like Strasser, and calculus because Mr. Kowalski is the best. If you somehow still haven't signed up for classes or are looking for a change ahead of next year, take word from these guys. After this short break, we'll be back with your weekend forecast.
Rock Ridge High School. This is Christina Laux with your forecast. Starting with today, we have a high of 35 and a low of 21. This weekend, temperatures are warming up. Saturday with a high of 24 and a low of 12. And Sunday with a high of 33 and a low of 9. Going into this next week, temperatures will be even warmer. Monday with a high of 42 and a low of 22. Tuesday also with a high of 33 and a low of 24. Wednesday will have a high of 31 and a low of 13. Thursday will have a high of 30 and a low of 18, and finally Friday having a high of 28 and a low of 14. That's all I have for you this week. After this short break, we'll be back with Coach's Corner.
Good afternoon, I'm Ethan and this is Coach's Corner and we got some stories for you, so let's get right into it. It's been an action-packed couple of weeks for the Rock Ridge boys varsity basketball team. On Tuesday the 18th, the boys unfortunately lost to Hibbing with a score of 40-57. On Thursday the 20th, the first senior night for Rock Ridge, the boys put up a great fight against Cromwell Wright, but they were unable to secure the victory with a close final score of 60-65. Even without a win, it was overall a very fun and enjoyable game. The following day, with the results of the past two games in the players' heads, the team was able to bring the fire and won against Hermantown with a score of 77-69. This past Tuesday, the boys played against Cloquet for their second senior night. The game started off really strong, with the Rockridge being ahead for most of the first half, but were unfortunately not able to hang with the lead and the final score of 61-77. Better luck next time, guys. Captain Will Kemp says, "Our team has been performing better than expected. Our intensity can be down in some games and we perform poorly, but when we have a high intensity and we play like we need to win, I'm hoping we can make it to state because our section is so widely open. We have a close games and been within a couple of possessions of winning them, and so hopefully playoff time we should make a good run for state." Well, I speak for everyone when I say good luck to the boys basketball team come playoff time. These boys have definitely put in the work this year, so everyone is hoping that their team will go even further. The Rockridge Wolverines faced off against Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers for hockey this week. The boys were ripping it up, coming onto the ice with the utmost confidence. They're flying down the ring, just toying with them Hilltoppers. We were feeling a little rowdy though, coming straight out of the doghouse and gaining a couple penalties. Soon enough, we were back to full strength, and it was time to pound. The Hilltoppers didn't even know what was happening when all of a sudden our glorious king, Casimiro Carlson, sniped one right into the goal, starting off 1-0. After a couple more minutes, the Hilltoppers were devastated when Rockridge's hometown hero, Grady D'Imberio, buttered up the puck, hit a spin move all over the defenseman, and snipes it right into the goal, brushing it against the Duluth Marshall goalie, Landon Wheeler. The Hilltoppers responded, though, with it being a score of 2-1 Rockridge. They went ahead and tried to run up the score, but were unable to, only scoring once more and tying up the game. None of the Wolverines were taking that, though, and they responded. First, sophomore Callan Scott was able to find the back of the net on the power play, bringing the score to 3-2. All of a sudden, there was a call, and it came from the Rockridge student section, chanting, "Hometown Hero," and Grady was locked in. With an assist from junior Colton Bielke, Grady DeBarrow used his backhand to snipe the puck bar down and silence the Hilltopper student section. Finally, the assist man of the night, Colton Bielke, was able to get an assist from both Easton Walters and Casimiro Carlson when he left the Hilltopper defenseman needing a map after he toe dragged him into oblivion, scoring the final goal for the Wolverines to end off the second period. Final period. The Hilltoppers were all angered up, but the Wolverines were more confident than ever. Playing with their mental strength all third period, they couldn't take it. After both Easton Walters and Cal Scott were sent to the penalty box, the Hilltoppers went on the attack, pulling their goalie for the 6-on-3. They were able to sneak in one goal, but other than that, the goalie of the Wolverines, Wyatt Joni Jonason, was saving shot after shot. Rockridge skated those Hilltoppers back up the hill with a final score of 5-3, sending our Rockridge Wolverines into the section championship game against the Andover Huskies. Now it's time for a look back at the past week's Rockridge sports. Starting with last Saturday, the 22nd, our wrestling team traveled to Malacca for the section individuals, with Gage Benz, Jackson Kendall, and Dutch Hedblum making it to state. Jumping into Tuesday the 25th, the boys basketball team lost a game to Cloquet, finishing off with a score of 77-61. On Wednesday night, the girls basketball team hosted and demolished Hibbing in the quarterfinals, winning 92-22. Scoring their place in the semifinals. And finally, last night, the boys hockey team traveled down to the Amsoil Arena in Duluth to face up against Andover in the section finals. Unfortunately, the Huskies proved too hard to handle and won the game 3-1. And that rounds out the past week in Rockridge sports. And now it's time to take a look at everything coming up for the Rockridge sports. On March 1st, the Rockridge girls basketball team will be hosting Cloquet for the section semifinals. And the winner of tomorrow's game will go on to play the section finals on Thursday, March 6th. Also on Thursday, the boys swim team headed down to the University of Minnesota State Tournament and will be competing in events through Friday and Saturday. Boys basketball playoff brackets will be released the next day or so. Boys basketball will play on Wednesday, March 5th. That's all we have for upcoming events this week, and we wish good luck to all of our teams in this upcoming week. That's all I have for you this week. Thanks for hanging with me in Coach's Corner.
Having trouble staying awake in class? Maybe a little thirsty too?
Hello, sir. Hey, Can I get a bubbler? Sure can. That'll be $2. Thank you. I appreciate your business. I really need this caffeine right now.
Ah, I feel so energized. I'm so happy I can buy my bubblers at second and third hour lunch for $2 from the Richwood Market. Go get yours today.
The Rockridge Prom Committee is looking for new members. The Prom Committee is a group that organizes the prom every year for juniors and seniors, and also organizes other dances throughout the school year, such as semi-formal. The group allows anyone 10th through 12th grade to join and meets every Tuesday during second and third lunch. Mrs. Ismail says, "The best thing is advising an awesome group of students who create an amazing event for our juniors and seniors. Our RRHS juniors and seniors deserve the best, and that's what they'll get." If you would like to join the prom committee or have any questions about it, make sure to reach out to Mrs. Ismail at lori.ismail@rrps.org or see her in the room between the tech office and the counseling office.
The Rock Ridge Broadcast Club right now is hoping to grow its numbers, and all students are welcome to join in. The club is responsible for covering most school events, but is separate from the Journalism 1 and 2 broadcast team, which is behind the Rock Ridge Rundown. The broadcasting team offers good hands-on and troubleshooting experience where students with technical skills may be interested in the club. However, you don't have to be technically gifted to join, as the club offers on-the-job training for its team members, from manning cameras, graphic design, audio mixing, and even announcing live events. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at what the broadcast team gets up to.
But you aren't the
Students are welcome to join the broadcast team at any time and may speak to Bill Bryson or Quade Peterson at the tech office with questions or if interested in becoming a member.
This week's Wolverine of the Week is sophomore Colin Steele. Colin's activities include soccer and track, and his hobbies involve doing anything outdoors. His favorite all the way to the outro,
Yeah.
I think it's you, Will.
That's all we have time for today. Remember to catch your Rock Ridge Rundown every Friday at 1:55 p.m. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend.